Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. First of all, I'd just like to say thank you for your support. Do really appreciate it. I'm coming back in today with the Festive Friends, a Christmas wish, and this is from the Christmas Blockbuster from 2023, sorry, which was the very first collection that I actually brought through Hunkydory. So I'm going to make two cards here. So I'm going to do a 6x6 and I'm going to do a 7x7. So I'm going to come in with the 7x7 first. I'm going to be using this big topper at the top. So hopefully the card stock that I'm going to be using is this one. And also I've got the holographic mirror card as well to use on this one. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and we need to cut this. Hopefully this is wide enough. So I'll first check, if not get another bit out. It's roughly about 2 notches under the 7 that way. And we'll do 2 notches under the 7 that way. And that should be big enough. Where's my card gone? Underneath. Let's have a look just to see. That's good. And then we're going to bring in this one. So I'm not going to use the bit with the polar bears on. And then I'm going to cut it this way to 4 notches under the 7. So this is just going to be a straightforward tent-fold card. Just to show some of you new guys the simplest way to make a card. So I've got my all-purpose Kalau glue here, which I get from Amazon, and get it in a big bottle, or whatever size bottles you want to get it in. You can get different sizes. You can get like 500ml, you can get a litre bottle. I don't know what other sizes you can get, but I normally get the 500ml bottle, I think it is. And then the Kalau, Kalau tacky glue. So that is another one you can get in different size bottles as well. I get whatever one is on offer at the time, so I have them all in my basket or in my save for later list, and then I'll go through and see which one out of the lot that I've got in there is the cheapest way to buy it. When I need to get some. And then tacky glue there. And then just put that onto your card base. Like so. And then I said the topper that we're going to use is this big one with, they don't have, excuse me, these ones never seem to have any frames really, because I don't know, they've just got the holographic bit around the edging, so you probably don't need the frame for this one, to be fair. So I'm just putting some foam pads on this topper. These foam pads are not Hunkydory or anything like that. They are just normal standard size foam pads. I think I got them originally from the works. No, I didn't. I got them from the range, which I don't get to very much now. Don't go there much. I used to go on a girls' day shopping in my holidays with my mum, but she's not been too great lately, so I kind of can't do that so much now because she can't walk so long because of her back. So but yeah, that's the kind of thing I used to do when my mum was a little bit more mobile. I mean, my mum is 75 and she's got arthritis in the back. Bless her. Right, so I'm just going to put this one just sort of like off to the left a little bit. Not completely central, because you don't want it central. And then the toppers, not the toppers, the sentiments I've got on here is Merry Christmas, festive wishes and Christmas cuddles, and then have a pawsome Christmas. I wish for someone special this Christmas. I'm going to take this little bear here, I think. They're quite cute. Put them there. And I think I'm going to go with festive wish and Christmas cuddles. I'm going to put that right across there. So this one is going to come on with a small foam pad. I have loads of these little diddy dotting around. Trying to use up some of my little offcuts and that when I'm doing decollage or decoupage. I've got a little bit of a wispy thing on there. Make sure I don't put them upside down. Just going to place that one there, and this one's going to come across here. So I don't need foam pads everywhere on this one. So probably just one on there. And then place that down like so. If you wanted to keep that a bit more secure, you can put a little bit of glue underneath there if you wanted to, or a bit of red liner tape. Just put a little bit of glue underneath that bit there, like so. And then all this one needs now is some gems, which I need to decide what gems I'm going to use on this one, because I have loads and loads of gems. I'm a bit like you know, Sybil Jane with that. A lot of gems I get from Temu. I've got some from Hunkydory. I also buy them from Amazon, and I also get them from like the works as well. Depends on where I am and what they have in the works more. So I tend to get mine from Amazon and Temu, because they have some nice gems on there, a mixture of ones and some other different ones as well. Choice is down to you, what you decide to buy. So I'm just going to come in with some of these Hunkydory. I have trouble saying this one. Aurea Borealis. So they're kind of like sparkle, so they look a little bit like the shimmer that's on the holographic bit here. So I'm just going to come in with these ones in these three corners. Get the little tiny one for there, little tiny one for there, and finish off this one down here, and then that one there. So I'll keep these out for the next card because I'll be using them again. I'll just stick them to one side, and then all it needs now is its insert, which I have got the inserts, and I think you get one of each insert for this one, same as you get 2 cardstock. That's the other cardstock. So you see me use the first one, so I'm just going to put that one to the side. I'm going to come more or less straight in with card number 2, which I was going to change my mind on what one I was going to make, but if I'm do this, I might be able to do another card, so I'll be spoiling you with 3 cards if this doesn't take me too long to do. Just going to trim the border off if I can, just in case I want it on this card. I'm not 100% sure yet. So that's the topper we're going with, is this like bookmarky type. Find my mirror, and then I need to figure out what size this card is first before I go cutting. So it is 3 3/4. So I need to go 2 notches under 3 3/4, and it's still by 7, so I need to go 2 notches under the 7, and that, oh no, it was 8, wasn't it? See what I mean? Get it right and then I get it wrong. So back again to 2 notches under 3 3/4 by 2 notches under the 8. Now we should have that bit right. Yep, that bit's good. Oops. So let's put that to the side. Let's bring in this cardstock. So I'm going to keep these bears on here hopefully. So this needs to be 4 notches under 3 3/4. So I'm going to be taking off that bit, and then that needs to be 4 notches under the 8, which is that bit, and that's for that. It's coolio. So we're going to stick this together, same process as before, the all-purpose glue just down the centre, tacky glue for these 4 corners, bring in your holographic mirror. And the thing with using the 2 glues is you get a little bit of wriggle room to move a card around if you need to. If you don't press down on it straight away, then you get enough chance to give it a bit of a shimmy over. And then same on the back of there, and then same on the corners. Turn your card and bring your card in. So this is more like a DL, but it's a bit smaller than a DL. This is just the offcut off of the card that I cut to make the 7x7. So with this, I was thinking of coming across there, which means if I do, it just needs to be, I can do this by eye, I think. Yep, there we go. Like so. I'm going to still have enough if I don't want to use it on the other card. This bottle's getting a little bit empty. And then bring that across there, like so. And I do apologise if you can hear a trimmer or lawnmower or whatever is going on outside. Someone is cutting their grass. So I apologise for the noise if you hear, if my camera's picking that up, or if my microphone is picking that up. So I'm just putting some foam pads onto here, and before I take them off, I just want to see where it's going to sit. So you won't see much of that little bear, but he's going to be poking through unless I go this side, which you won't see any of it. So I'm going to try and put this side, or I can come in with this square one maybe. Let's have a look, and it can hang over the edge a little bit. No, I think I'm going to stick with this one. So you're not going to see all of the bear, which is a bit of a shame. But not to bungle. Just pulling off these back ends, or trying to. Get you off. Now you can use this on the back of your foam pads, or you can use the purple glue stick. I was using the purple glue stick, so I use both sometimes. I swap and change around, depends on what I've got out already, I suppose. Right, so we're going to come in with this one, then we're going to go with it. Let's go about there, I think. And then the sentiment I'm going to put on this one is "Have a Pawsome Christmas." Oops. And I might come in with this little bear. Yeah. So let's put the foam pad on the back of this one. Let's put some foam pad on this one. Just a couple. Peel them off. With our sentiments, I don't tend to put glue or anything on the back of them because they do go down quite alright. So I'm just lining this one up with that border strip. And this one, just going to place that like that. So that is that one done. And then I've buried my gems, which is what I do. Bury everything. With scraps of paper and bits and pieces. Let's put one there. Let's put one there. So these are the same gems I used on that first card. Put one there. Put a small one up there, or a smaller one, not small one, and then one there. And I think that'll do for card number 2. The chair's a bit squeaky. So yeah, I'm going to come in with card number 3. So I'm going to have to get another bit of the holographic card because I made a boo-boo on that second card, didn't I? So this one I'm going to cut down to 2 notches under the 6. By 2 notches under the 6. Okay, and then put that to one side for the minute because I'm going to need this one, I think. So I need this bit here, hopefully it's big enough. Yes. So I need to go 2 notches under the 4 by 2 notches under the 6. Okay, so that's the 2 bits I need for that. Then I need my cardstock. So this is going to be the first bit that I want. So this is going to be 4 notches under the 6. By 4 notches under the 6. And I need another bit that is 4 notches under the 4 by 4 notches under the 6. And we have that bit. So you're for that bit, you're for that bit. Now we need to bring in my trimmer and my card to cut away 1 inch on each side up to the 6, and then flip it, which is how I do it, and then bring that down there, and then take that down to the 1. And then that's your kind of cap flap, and then that's going to sit on there. Okay, so I'm going to trim these 2 bits off now. I'm going to discard them and then bring this bit in. You will get, when you're doing cards like this, you will get little bits of leftovers from cards from the stock that you have. I suppose it just depends on how frugal or how, you know, much you want to use of it. If you've got the little book, sometimes it's nice to have the little bits, some little bits left over, because you can use, you know, use them with your little books as well, so you're not wasting any. Sometimes it's hard to use little bits up, which I found it is quite hard. So I don't make every card that I make, I don't make on camera. It depends on what I'm making and who I'm making for. So sometimes if I'm making cards for family, I don't tend to do them on camera just in case they watch my channel, but a lot of my family don't watch my channel. Some of my family members watch my channel. I watch the odd video now and again, but I don't think they watch a lot because they see what I make on my Facebook page anyway. They just support my channel, so even though I said to them, you know, you don't have to watch my channel, you just subscribe to my channel and support me. Thank you, parents. I think they do watch now and again. I've heard my mum say she has watched a couple. I don't think my dad has. I mean, I don't know many men. I know there's some out there. I don't know many men that do crafting, cards making and stuff like that. I know there is men. I'm not saying men don't do it, because I know there is men out there that do it. But I've not really seen that many, to be honest, making like cards like this on video or whatever. But as I say, there is men out there obviously that do it. So I'm going to come in trying to decide whether I want to come in with this, because this is going to cover like that, because there's no frames. Didn't know whether to come there or come down the centre. Might come down the centre with that, I think, to give it a bit of colour. Snip that off. Come in with my tacky. Place that onto there. And foam pad this one up. If I wanted to, I could have gone a little bit smaller so that this topper sat over a little bit, but so the cat flap wasn't the same width as the topper. Because it doesn't have to sit flush, because this will still fit into a 6x6 card. So this morning I made, while I was watching Hunkydory and catching up with Sybil Jane's videos in the last few days, I was making cards that I needed to make for family members, not to give them as a card, but well, to give to somebody in our family. So it's cards made for family to give to family. So I was making I had to make 2 anniversary cards, one for my mum to give to my brother and my sister-in-law, one from me to give to my brother and my sister-in-law, and then the other 2 that I made was one for my brother to give to his wife and one to my sister-in-law to give to her husband. So I make them cards to give to one another as well, rather than them going to the supermarket and buying one. I think a personalised handmade card is a lot better, in my opinion. So I do that, and then I'll take them to my mum's, and then my mum can give them to them when she sees them next. So it's coming up for their first year of wedding anniversary on the 16th of August. So that year has gone pretty quick since they got married. So I'm just going to come in with this right at the top. A wish for someone special this Christmas. And I still have a little sentiment left from this one, but you can put it on there if you want, or you can put it underneath and put it on there, or I might save it and use it on the little book when I decide if I ever get around to using the rest of this up on a little book page. So I'm putting 2 of them there, on that side and on that side. I don't think I'm going to put any more than that on there, because that is enough on there, I think. So that's card 1, that's card 2, and that's card 3. Very simple. Let's put the other way around, so like that. So very simple, easy cards for this one. I do keep saying I need to come back with some different card effects, but I tend to like doing this time I'm going to do different ones. Excuse me while I'm yawning. It's been a long day. Yeah, so that is the 4 cards. For 4 cards? No, you'll be lucky if you get 4. 3 cards for today. When I come back, I'm still going to be coming back with Festive Friends from the Christmas Blockbuster 2023. I think next is the little Highland Cows. I think I've only got 3 left to do. 2 left to do, sorry. The Highland Cows and the Penguins, which is my favourite. When I make penguins, I tend to struggle to give them ones to anybody, really, because penguins are one of my favourites. Oh dear. Excuse me, yawning again. Trying to think. Yeah, so that'll be what I'll come back with next time. I might come back with a slightly different card next time. In one of them, or maybe 2 of them, it depends, but we will see. So till next time guys, thank you for watching, take care, bye for now.